From now on, the next time I catch myself in the mirror, walking in the bathroom naked, I'm like, that's art. Yeah.
Welcome to another Last Words on the Pit. This week we got Lilith Bathory from Luna 13 on, and we're excited to talk about some lady stuff.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I was checking out your Instagram, and something caught my eye. Self-described witch and also mother of demons. Does the devil exist, and should I be looking out for him or her or demons or undead ghoul pieces? Who do I need to be worried about? I just need to know. I need to put like a root on me or something to like clear out the negative spirits? What I need to do?
Well, really, the way we see demons is, they're a natural, part of nature, much like, animals, they'll keep track of your karma.
You're screwed, Doc.
Well, listen, I've watched a lot of horror movies, and like back in the 80s, they had the best demon movies. All right. Night of the Demon, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night, 90s. But you get what I'm saying.
Oh, yes.
The demons were looking jacked up. All right. That's what I'm worried about. All right. I just know, do I need like a chainsaw on my hand in case the demons? That's why I'm just worried. I'm physically in the world. I need to prepare for it.
So far, I haven't needed one yet, but I'll let you know. Worry about my cat more than anything.
That's true. That is true. Sometimes I really am like, I don't know, is my cat playing or actually trying to murder me? Like, where are we at today? I was just gonna say, Doc, like, are we gonna have to come over and smudge you? Like, what's going on, man? You got bad juju? What's happening?
We have had our shows saged after.
Well, first off, I have excellent juju. Okay, I'm out there, opening doors for old people. Okay, I feel like I'm doing all the right stuff, for the most part. Look, I'm getting a face from Zena. She's like, you don't open doors for old people.
No, Doc, you are a gentleman of the highest order. I still think of your hex though. You don't know who could be coming for you in the background. I think it's smart to keep that chainsaw on hand.
Well, you know what it is? It's just, I just don't know how literal hard music, black metal, some people take this, the Satanism thing, they take it very seriously. It's a literal, real thing for them. And they've got like, another thing, you got like Christian bands and they're singing about Jesus and they mean it. So I just want to know, people, me, I'm very secular. I don't believe nothing. So I'm, someone believes, I just need to know if they got some evidence I don't know about, and I might need me a shotgun. That's all I'm saying.
Is it Watain pig's blood, or is it theater for you? Like how do you approach that?
I mean, with the Satanism thing, for us, it's every culture has tried to find some visual or audible way to describe various energies, and we believe that energy is conscious and therefore, just as natural as, light and dark, sun and moon and all that good stuff. So not necessarily, I wouldn't say that I'm like how certain Satanists today would say, they are and whatnot. We're more of a dark goddess empowerment kind of band where, I mean, full on Lilith, that I do truly, I have an altar in my room with a statue that I have worked on throughout the years. And it's very much real to us. We just, I guess, have a different way of looking at it.
I will say, I noticed you have a lot of nods in your name and your music to a lot of strong fictional but feared women in mythology. Lilith, mother of demons. This is, depending on your religion, it's not mythology. It might be something in classic Judaism or, the mythological approach or even the satanic approach of this particular figure, Lilith, who's the mother of demons. Then I know you had a song that was called, I think, like I Am Hecate. And Hecate is the Greek goddess of night and the moon. So I did notice that about your music. And would you say that there's any strong female character, fictional or exaggerated? Because you also have Lilith Bathory, who is a real character, but a lot of her crimes is actually now largely debated, and they think that everything was completely fabricated over the fact she was a woman. Yeah, you already know, girl. You already know that she was a woman who had land, who had money, who had no husband.
Hating on her, yeah.
Who inspires you? Like, tell us a little bit about these women in history and fiction that inspire you.
Oh man, I'm honestly terrible with lists. Like, as soon as like somebody asks me, like my mind goes blank on the best ones. But
I also literally just named like the best ones.
yeah, I went there. When I was really young, I was absolutely obsessed with ancient Egypt, and Sekhmet became a very ultimate favorite of mine. Like even when I'm up there on stage, when I think of Aurora coming from, you know, your chest, from your heart, from that's where it's coming from, and then it comes out of your face. And like that's a very primal, very empowering character, as you would say. And Vampira, Elvira, all of the, you know, the classics, of course. I'm big into like, you know, even old like black and white horror movies, Boris Karloff's Mummy. And
I feel like I'm talking to like the Los Angeles version of me right now. Like,
Yeah, I was like, this is literally all the things.
Name everything I love. I mean, this is just a small portion of my display, but I've got
yes.
Vincent Price, King Diamond, Alice Cooper over there. I've got Vampira, Elvira, Beetlejuice, Tales from the Crypt.
Oh yes,
yeah,
the best.
Who would you say your core musical influence are?
Most of like, because I grew up with a very strict kind of Christian Catholic at first background, a lot of music wasn't allowed. Like I even tried to put in like a request for a hymn song, the Butterfly one, and like my mom was like, no. So I was like trying to like sneak music wherever I could, like every time I could find like a friend's earbud or like something at school. And it was right around like my teenage years that I just like, I grasped onto, I found OTEP. I couldn't really find a whole lot of, you know, feminine stories, feminine, you know, voices that really spoke to me in that kind of metal way that I really wanted to find, until, you know, I found OTEP and I just dove in. Like I found so many albums that just really truly inspired so much motivation, rather than feeling, you know, just depressed and feeling like my, you know, drawings were never going to be seen. I'm just gonna like keep them all in my room, and like it really like put that like fire back in me of like
there was an artistic like interpretation in a form that you hadn't seen before.
Yes,
totally. I have a pressing question that I actually wanted to ask you. I saw that you guys released a not safe for work video on OnlyFans. And I love that, right? It's not just for Beyonce, right? Not just a shout out from Beyonce for OnlyFans, but for viewers who may not know what OnlyFans is as a platform, can you give a little background as to why you picked OnlyFans, if you can?
Part of the reason why I have gravitated towards OnlyFans recently is because a lot of the modeling that I've done in the past, I always had to like, you know, blur the nips and blur this and blur that. And like, and it's just art. It's just, you know, our natural, we're a bunch of mammals running around and the rest is drag. You know, I'm not going to shy away from being a part of a similar type of site because, I mean, heck, Lilith, I mean, you know, just not exactly for church proper type. It's more for freedom, empowerment.
Well, honestly, it's like a Patreon, right? Like it's a direct way to make money. And, you know, if you're making art,
a boss.
100%. Yeah, no, I thought it was really cool. And it's actually, to me, very innovative in the metal space because you don't see a lot of people that are kind of going out the traditional avenues to release music or release art. So I thought it was really cool that you guys did that.
Yeah, you're totally right. It's like, it's just a body. You know, it's like just, we all have the same body. We're all human. We're all mammals. Like
from now on, the next time I catch myself in the mirror, you know, walking in the bathroom naked, I'm like, that's art. Yeah.
Of course, to some people, definitely.
Art for the gods.
It's also used for all kinds of things, not just nudity.
Now, going into a completely bro zone, I saw that you guys opened for ICP. And I was very curious about how that crowd was. I would say it seems such like a far connection from your music, but not really in some ways, because I feel like the fans would be into it. Can you tell us about what that was like?
One of the fun things that we love about our music and the way we look, the way we do things, is we have been so versatile when it comes to shows and playing with different genres, different bands, different Like we can kind of play with almost anything. You can throw us in with all kinds of different shows. We got surprised by we at the Whiskey, we had played with Shaggy 2 Dope. We were on that bill, and then somehow we ended up on the Fred Fury release party with ICP, and we're like, this will be fun, because I mean, I grew up, listening to their music. I've been to the Gathering. I mean, so when we got there, we were like, okay, well, we know for a fact we may or may not be their thing. The crowd may or may not throw some Faygo bottles. We don't know. We might not be what they want. Somehow we ended up opening up for them, like about half an hour before they told us to get on. They're like, oh yeah, instead of just being one of the first bands going on, you're going to be opening up for them. You're going to be going on right before them. And so we were just like, oh, okay. So we just got ready real quick, made sure everything was set, and I was blown away by it. Even Doc started like tearing up a little bit, because they actually started chanting "family." Like, wow. So I mean, I yes, that wonderful crowd, wonderful experience. It was a great show.
That's a big deal. Even Guar got pelted with like beer bottles and like rock.
I know Guar. Like, I love Guar.
That's actually a really big deal, and that is awesome.
Best shows, apparently. Yeah.
It meant so much. It really did.
Wow. Yeah, I also say all the time, like talking about acceptance, the Juggalos are probably one of the most accepting demographics. Like, doesn't matter your gender, race, color, sexual preference, whatever it is. They're just like, you like Faygo? You got a tattoo? Your family now.
Lilith, hope you enjoy this convo. Where can people find you?
You can find us on Instagram, Luna13. We also have a website, luna13.net. We are on YouTube, Twitter, hopefully soon on tour.
Doc, what about you?
You can find me Instagram and Twitter at Doc Coyle. And if it was the 90s, it'd be shoot, ba-doo, shoot, ba-doo, shoot, ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo.
Katie?
Doc, you are a treasure. You can find me, Merciful Kate, on Instagram and Twitter.
And I'm at Zena Koda, everywhere on the internets. If you want to hear the long, uncensored version, super hot, of this podcast, I mean, all the crazy things that we say, you can check it out wherever you get podcasts.